Hey church fam, I am Nikita and I'm really happy and I feel so privileged to be able to share a little bit of my lockdown experience with you all today. I was asked to speak on disappointment, and I'm sure that in some way or another we've all faced some form of disappointment during this lockdown. And so I hope what I have to share with you would be an encouragement, and I hope that it would be a reminder of God's love and grace towards us. So some of you will know, but after 4 years of being together, Joe and I had planned to get married on the 3rd of May this year. And then 3 days before that, our president announced an extension on the nationwide lockdown. So of course our plans to get married were changed. Our wedding date had to be postponed. And basically the start of our life together was delayed. Joe had moved into our home in March, expecting that I would be joining him in May, and needless to say, we've spent most of lockdown apart. So that was obviously very disappointing for the both of us. And if you have experienced disappointment, you know that it sucks, that it's heart sore, that it's not cool. It's terrible. But as children of a good God, we also know that those feelings don't end there. And during this time, God reminded me of a few things in His comforting and encouraging me. And the first thing was Romans 8 verse 28, and it says that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and who are called according to His purposes. And if I'm not mistaken, Pastor Lance actually spoke on this on the day that would have been our wedding, which is amazing. But this verse has encouraged me because it is God that works all things. It's not us, it is God. He works all things, including our disappointments, for our good, and that is based on His definition of our good, not our own. And so that was the first encouragement to me. The second one, I work with children at the church, and so a lot of our songs, our kids' praise songs, have the line, turning mourning into dancing or turning sorrow into joy. And so Psalm 30 verse 11 has been an encouragement to me as well, to know that this time of disappointment wouldn't last forever, that it comes to an end and that joy follows. And then the final thing, which is not really a verse, but just a reminder that God has laid on my heart over this time, has been the fact that although disappointment is unmet expectations, God exceeds our expectations. So, we were expecting to be married on the 3rd of May, we expected to move in together, we expected to start our life together, we expected the wedding we had planned, and when all of those were not met, that is disappointment. But God exceeds all of those things. He exceeds our expectations of love, of life, of joy, of hope, of peace. And so that has given me much comfort, and I hope that it would give you comfort as well. And just as a small testimony of God's goodness and how He truly does work things for our good, Joe and I got married. You'll be watching this on Tuesday. We got married on Sunday, 2 days ago. It was very different from what we expected, but it was almost better. It was very special and very sweet, and we are both over the moon. And so I just hope that this would be an encouragement to you and your families during this time, that your disappointment doesn't end at disappointment, that something good is coming. God has a plan for you. And I hope that we can all be together again soon. And until then, stay well, stay warm, and be blessed. Much love. Bye.